DJ Pro AI uses. It is here. It's the Reloop Mixtour Pro, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this since it was announced at the beginning of the year at NAMM, and now it's finally here. I want to give a quick, just a very brief review, not so much about all the functions it can do, but like a first impression overview and some pros and some cons I found. So first of all, this is pretty much what I hoped it would be. It's very solid. The whole device feels really quite heavy in comparison to the original Mixtour, and yeah, everything is good quality. The faders feel great, the buttons feel great, the EQ knobs feel great. I love it that they put in like a direct button for the neural mix, for the stem separation on the EQ, because this is the way I mix these days, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. I love using stems via the EQ knobs and not so much via the actual pad mode. It's just the way I mix these days. So, and these feel very, very good. Everything up here looks good. I like the fact that they implemented direct trigger for the crossfader effects. You can turn it on with shift and the left Q headphone button. See, it goes on and off when I press this, and you can always have confirmation if you press down shift. You see it's on. Don't forget to turn it off. And on the other side, you have you can trigger the tempo blend function if you want to make the transition in the same tempo, so that the songs sync to each other, or if you just want to have the original tempos, then you turn it off. So, well, I'm sorry for the bad video. There are some downsides, I have to say, and the biggest one is the quality of the effects pedals. I don't know, first of all, if you can see it, they chose to do it in a fake chrome silverish shining plastic thing, and they also did it here with the filter knobs and the dry wet button. And these actually, this is not a big problem. These feel great. You can argue if this looks good or not. I'm not a big fan of this chrome look, fake chrome look, but what it does is that the surface of the plastic is very, very slippery now. And this is the effects pedals is something you just push it, and you don't want to lose touch and grip with this. So I think this could have been better when they would have used like the simple plastic. That would be fine enough. Also, it has these very round edges here, and sometimes I just lose grip with my finger. I mean, you can imagine when you're playing a club gig, it's sweaty, it's hot, your fingers might be a little bit wet, and this is not a very good solution. No? There's a reason why they have these grip, this profile on the knobs, because stuff like that isn't supposed to happen, but this just calls for it, you know. This slippery plastic will cause trouble on the way, I promise. And the funny thing is that they did such a great job with the first time they used the effects pedals on the Reloop body. And these, I mean, this is also quite cheap plastic, but this is here sharp edges, and these just feel great. These just feel great. Another stupid thing that I found is that they don't, the left and the right effects pedal on my, at least on my device, they don't even feel the same. Snap, snap. This is all good in the permanent on position, but mostly probably I guess you would use, at least I do, the hold position, and then you just press it down, and if you let loose, it goes back in the middle position again, and here it does what it does. You hear that clicking sound when it touches the edge of the frame. Click, 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 click. You hear that. And on the other side, what is that? It also has a totally different resistance than this one. And it just feels like somebody has forgotten something under the surface, under the plate here, like some chewing gum or some piece of paper. And I can hit as hard as I want. I don't get that same clicking sound as over here, or like here. It's totally weird, and this is such a big letdown. This could have been so much better. Also, what funny, let's talk about the pad modes a little bit. I totally love that they did this. Check the screens. I call this the magic double tap, sorry. If you hold down the mode and you choose, let's say you want to go in this mode, this is the bounce loop, you can double tap and you're in the software, the screen changes to the bounce loop section. What do we have here? The pitch cue, you double tap, you're in pitch cue. Instant effects, you double tap, boom, instant effects show up. If you just, I go back to bounce loop, if you just hit it once, the pad mode is in bounce loop. Or instant effects. Oh, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong mode. So this is instant effects, but it didn't change here. Only when I double tap, bam, it's back on. Bounce loop, single touch. It is in the bounce loop mode, but it doesn't show on the screen. Only if you double tap. So, but I totally love this. They only did this with a buddy before, not even with a mix on 8, which is funny enough. And I know that a lot of DJ Pro users want this visual confirmation about what they're doing on the screen. And yeah, what I wanted to point out is if you change the mode a little bit, go back to hard cues. If you see this, the 7th pad mode here on the right is the saved loops. I'm not explaining what saved loops are. I hope most of you guys know. But in the original presentation of the Mixtour Pro at NAMM and the first pictures they released, you could see that there was another mode supposed to be here, and it was something called skip mode, which I guess would be just a beat jump modus, where you can jump for 4 bars back and 4, or 8 bars, or 16 bars. This probably would have been what the pad mode would have done, but they changed it for saved loops. Fair enough, saved loops is quite an important feature. But now look at this. If I hold mode and I double tap the saved loop, bam bam, boom, what is this? You're not in saved loops, you're in the jump section. I don't know what this section is officially called. There's also the slicer and the pitch cue and the auto mix somewhere there. It's the cue section actually. And this is weird because this obviously is a bug. So they changed it, and it doesn't do anything. There is it's definitely saved loops. I don't have any prearranged saved loops here on this track, but you cannot beat jump here. It's not a mistake on the writing. It's a mistake in the combination of the hardware and the software. This is not supposed to happen actually. Also, a little funny thing is that if you want to go back to hot cues and you double tap here, I mean, you see the hot cues are back on, but what just happened on the screen is it opened up the effects window. This is weird too. I mean, I love it that there is a direct connection to the effects window, but it shouldn't be on the hot cue section, because the hot cue section actually, and now I have to change it here on the iPad screen, is something where you put additional information. Maybe you can write here, that's your mix out point, this is the chorus, this is the bridge or something. These are the final mix out points, usually the last. This is your starting point. Some DJs like to put in little notes in these little windows, and yeah, there must be a direct connection, and it shouldn't be different than the other double tap modes. Boom, boom, sampler. The whole bottom screen changes with the sampler. This is just weird, and yeah, I hope they change it in the future, because the double tap feature is nothing you can correct yourself in the mappings. This is some secret code that only algorithm and Reloop know about. At least I wasn't able to do it on other controllers like the Reloop Ready or the Mixon. You simply cannot find the function in the MIDI settings. Okay, but enough of the bad things. I like to point out that this is a very, very good and fun controller. Good sound quality, and it forces you to think out of the box. You get out of your comfort zone with the combinations. You have now, with the mode button, you have another layer button, not only shift, and you can use shift, mode, and together, and unlock secret hidden features, which I'm sure you hear about in other videos. So it takes a little practice to get used to this. Personally, I've been doing this now for 2 days, not the whole day, but some minutes there, some minutes there. And I wouldn't feel comfortable to take this thing on the road for some gig on the next weekend already. But give it one more week or something, and I would be confident enough to give this a try on a public DJ gig. So overall, I don't regret buying it. It's a cool device, and I'm sure a lot of DJs out there will love it, because this, together with an iPhone or an iPad, is the ultimate portable and also professional DJ setup. And you can go there and just do your thing. And you don't need a big spaceship size controller like the Mixon 8 or the Flex 10 or the Rain 4, unless you really are into scratching and doing routines and tricks. But if you're more into like Laid Back Luke, if you're a DJ mostly in electronic music who uses the sync button and everything, this is definitely the device for you. So I hope this answers some of your questions. I hope you had fun listening to this, and if you have questions, leave it in the comments. I'm glad to help. And if your device is on the way, I wish all of you a lot of fun with testing this, and yeah, see you next time.